Hello there, Jana Chezanoski. It's great to see you on the red couch.
Oh, it's my pleasure. It's an honor to be in your couch.
And how do you feel today?
I'm feeling really excited. I'm that person that loves Friday as I love Mondays. Every day is an opportunity to make a beautiful day. So I'm really excited.
Fantastic. Tell us a bit more about something that people won't read about you on LinkedIn.
Hmm, that's really interesting. Oh, so last year I started to prioritize my health.
Uh-huh.
So I'm being a really so just to organize the thoughts. I live in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Sorry, not sorry. And we have a lot of mountains and everything. So I since last year I'm being a big hike person. I challenge myself to do at least one mountain a month.
Wow,
Yes,
great. We should go hiking together.
let's do it.
And Jana, I know you're also a big mm, diversity and inclusion person. So, we're both in global mobility, but this is our passion as well. So tell us about your why.
Why? That's a great question. It's because it's about me. It's about where I come from. It's about what I believe. I come from multicultural family, Black, Polish, and it's been always part of my life. So as time passed, I understood I come from a privileged space, and I understood that I have the opportunity to help others
Hmm.
to achieve places, and it become part of my it's about who I am. So making it easier for other women, making it easier for girls, make girls understand that they can dream and they can achieve. It's part of me. I cannot not do it. So if I can promote, if I can promote access, if I can make others' life easier, I will be always saying yes. And if I can support others to achieve goals, to access places, I will do my best to make others' life easier.
Hmm, that sounds great. And you probably know that women and women's financial independence is also something that I always advocate for. Now,
Yes.
how did you get to where you are today? What was your journey like? Can you talk about your journey?
I will not say that I come from a journey of a lot of privilege, but of course I already face some challenges for being a woman.
Hmm.
Um, but I will say that I got here because, of course, I was always attentive to the directions that I received from people that came before me, but with the balance of not accepting no for the goals and the dreams that I decided that I want to achieve. So I receive a lot of no's. I receive a lot. I got a lot of people doubting, saying that I shouldn't be in places that I said that I want to be. That
Hmm.
wasn't for me. That I wasn't the right person. That I didn't look. That I didn't have the face that will fit places that I want to be, and I did not accept no for answer. So I decided to do my best and work as much as I could to prove that I could be and I can be anywhere I decided that I want to be. And if it is a place that I can bring value, I will do my best to be. So I would say that I got here by not accepting no as an answer.
Tenacity, I like it. Yes. And now look at you being on panels. Next week, you're gonna be on a big panel, right? That's
In
amazing.
Greece,
In
what it's
Greece,
like,
of all
wow, that will
places.
be like there's so many amazing things about it. It will be my country number 20. I think it's a beautiful number. Um, Talking a panel in English, but it's not my first language for until like I heard so many times like, oh, you cannot talk in panels because English is not your first language. People will not understand you, so it's not a place for you. So it's a win by having the courage and put myself there. I know it's not perfect, but I will not get better if I don't put myself there. So it's really exciting. Three, it's like Reese, it's speaking in English in a panel, and talking about diversity.
Yeah.
Uh, and nowadays, right, people are always like, this is not a hot topic anymore. And oh, we should take care about when you talk about this. And I feel really thankful for Paradigm to give this space for us to talk about it. Today I lead the diversity vertical, the diversity team. And at this moment, having a panel in a conference on that size, it's really special because I think now it's the time that we should not stop talking, because when we talk global mobility, it's for me it's almost impossible to do not mention diversity. It's about diversity. We bring we transfer people from one place to another, different cultures, different perspectives, different realities. How not to talk about diversity? It's what makes us better. It's what makes us richer. It's what it's all about it. So uh, we need to talk. We need to bring the value of the difference. Like what makes us better is all the different ways of doing it. There is no right or wrong. It's just different, and we should value and respect and learn from one another. So having a panel with women from all over the world talking about diversity and the supply chain and how we make it better, how many amazing professionals from different backgrounds are bringing such so much talent to our industry and to the globe. And we really need to give the visibility and talk about the ways of making it better and supportive for everyone.
I so agree with you. And I think, we're starting a little resistance here against the global polarized polemics that we see everywhere. Right now, as you say, it's the time to talk about inclusion. It's the time to talk about the diversity and equity. And not only in organizations, now also in society. And we have to make sure we're not going back to where we were in the 1950s. We cannot afford that, honestly. And I don't think, I don't think we can stop anything. We need to continue to talk, and we share also positive stories, encouraging stories, especially for the young women and the minority talent and, the marginalized talent everywhere in the world. And I'm
Absolutely.
not going to
And
stop talking about it either. So you
me
got this,
neither.
girl. You
We
got
are
my
together.
support. What is
Thank you.
what is something you would tell a younger person today if they wanted to move into our field, for example?
Believe you can.
Mhm.
It's challenging, but that should not be a reason for anyone to stop and not believing. And because it's challenging, if you have the passion and if you believe, that's exactly why you should move forward and believe that it's possible, because we need people that are willing to put their passion and do the work to make it a better environment, a better culture, and a better industry.
Absolutely. You're so right. And also, speaking of making it a better industry, I applaud projects that you've done in the past because they're also about collaboration. They're about giving access to more like small companies like mine, minority or women-led businesses. So I applaud the work that you've been doing, Jana. It's really, really inspiring. And one of the things, we must not forget is when women see you on a panel, they also see what is possible. I sometimes tend to forget, that the meaning of representation. But a few years back, I was on a panel and a young woman approached me and said, "I'm so glad to see you there." It was by International SOS, and I was the only woman on the panel. And I didn't even realize what it means for other women to see women on a panel talking about global mobility topics, talking about risk topic, talking about technology, AI, not only, about the soft stuff. So that is real inclusion, if you ask me.
Yes. Yes, you're so right. I think it's really easy as we have the chance of being in those places and have one another saying, but yes, it's really easy to forget how much it impacts. And as I always say, at anything that I do,
Mhm.
if it impacts one person, if it makes one grow believing, it's already worth it,
Exactly.
because one will impact so many others. So yes, it's really important. If there's a day that you wake up not feeling that well, or maybe, or guessing your word, guessing the work that you do, believe it, you are making a beautiful impact. And yes, I just really endorse everything that you said. It's really important, and if
Yeah.
it impacts one, it's already.
And also, we never know the ripple effects of our work. At some stage, years later, you probably hear from somebody, you get some feedback, and you never even realize that this was something you meant for them. So this is also why, I keep doing things, because I know there's a ripple effect. I know that someone somewhere needs to hear your message. So keep it up, keep up the work. And one more question I have for you. I'm very active in the education of global mobility professionals. And we're trying also to attract more recruiters, HR professionals, and sort of, the adjacent fields like tax providers and other people into global mobility education. What do you think is something maybe HR professionals or recruiters or global mobility managers need to learn more, understand better? What do you think?
Ooh, great question. I'm a really big advocate on education and mobility. I think we hear a lot of people saying, "Oh, I end up here by accident," and I think there is value there. But as well, I know that there is a lot of people that is study to be there, myself
Mhm.
included there, and I think there is a magic that happens when we put the experience that comes by accident and the knowledge that can come, like, because some people come, "Oh, there's no such a thing of a global mobility graduation or anything," but there's a lot of courses and other things. But you can be like studying logistics, and that will add to global mobility. You can study law, and that will add to administration. There's so many things that add. So I think we should value more our passes and stop saying that everybody's there by accident. No, people study and brings a lot of knowledge. Work in global scenario requires a lot of knowledge that we do bring to the table. And I would say, everything is possible to learn in mobility. And now I know that some people are really scared about the whole AI thing and all that. But we should never forget the fact that we are dealing with humans, we are dealing with people, we are dealing with families, we are
Yeah,
dealing with lives.
exactly.
So bring your knowledge, bring the details about laws, requirements, process, all that. but never forget that at the end, you are impacting lives. So care about people, be generous, care about them. So I would say that the most important thing is like you can learn everything, but never forget that at the end, you are impacting a life, and that will be forever in a positive or in a negative way. So guarantee that the memory about you, of you and that family and that person, will be a positive one because you support, because you care, because you have the patience to understand that they are in a transition moment. So I would say that the most important thing is about it's caring, and maybe that's one thing that you cannot learn. It's about values. It's about who you are.
You know what I thought was kind of interesting is that you said we have to stop apologizing for being in global mobility, basically. When I entered my first employment with Deutsche Bank, I knew I wanted to be in this field, but they basically wanted me to do a trainee program in HR, which was very innovative at the time, and I'm very grateful for it. And by chance or by fate, my dream job came up at the end of my program. And I should not have received that job because I was way like too little experience for it, but I was very convincing. So I got the job. And then, I was responsible for Asia Pacific. And it was like my first global mobility manager role was right my dream job. Like it was like this was the job I always wanted to have. And I think not a lot of people are probably entering the field with that kind of determination and passion about it. But more and more people understand, the interdisciplinary need and the approach. And, in my view, we should have like one university in the world. Maybe it should be Erasmus or maybe a different university, but one university, where you can study global mobility like on a master level for several years after, you've whatever done your bachelor in law or psychology or intercultural or la la la, so that we can bring the academic knowledge more to the students and be more
I
strategic about our work and less transactional, because I don't think we need to be scared of AI at all. I don't think that. I think as you said, we need the human touch. The relationship is important, and even to get the job done between all the vendors and everybody who's involved in the process, you need to be a people person. Otherwise, this is never working. You know?
I
So
couldn't agree more with you, and I really look forward, as I'm a big advocate. I hope we can be part of this moment where we will have like a master's or anything. I will be so happy to see that happen. And I think that's what we need to elevate our industry. And then consequently, we will have that seat at the table that everybody hopes for.
yeah,
But yeah, it needs to start with us to like talk in a way that we see the value and all the knowledge that we are bringing to the process and to everything that is involved in global
exactly.
mobility.
Yes, right. Now I have a final question for you. Do you have anything exciting coming up other than the panel next week, or anything you want to talk about that could be interesting for our audience?
Well, oof, yeah, next week Greece, and I just turned 40, and last year 2024 was a year of a lot of lessons learned personally and professionally, and I choose to put this new year as a year of taking responsibility of all the lessons learned. I got the certification and with Cambridge on inclusion, and I don't have like a scenario, a thing to say, but I would say that this year, 2025, will be a year where we'll, against what everyone is saying, will be a year of a lot of achievements, of putting in place a lot of lessons that we learned in the past to really guarantee that we are doing mobility in a way that we value what is the most important thing, the humans that are making this world a better place, that they are transferring culture, knowledge, and potential. So it's not like a one thing, but I want to bring a positive uh, perspective for this new year, as I know a lot of people are maybe scary, worried, but I'm bringing a positive view, and I know will be a gift and will be better than was at any moment. And I look forward to in a year or the end of the year to like look back and be like, remember we talk about it,
Yeah.
look all that we have done and how it was an amazing year for our industry and for ourselves, going against to everything that everyone was saying. I'm sure we will achieve, we will win, and yes, will be a great year.
And we will have an impact.
Yes, we
Fantastic.
will. We will.
And I'm so glad we connected.
Oh, me too. I'm so thankful. I've been following you for a long time. I knew that we connect on values, but it just highlights my heart to see how much. And thank you for inviting me. Thank you for the trust. And it's really special for me at this moment to be here with you. So thank you for the space. Thank you for inviting me to your couch. It really means a lot. And I hope we will have a lot of future opportunities to team up.
Absolutely. Have a great weekend ahead, Jana.
You too.
Bye-bye.